So, since he showed us videos, and it's fresh in my mind, we'll talk about Japanese, what's it called? The NJ...
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Thank you.
The Wrestle Kingdom 11, which is like their WrestleMania.
You will have to text me that later when I have to, when I tell everybody what we're talking about. I'm not going to remember all of that.
Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Yeah,
that sounds so much better.
Wrestle Kingdom 11, yeah.
Than WrestleMania, but it sounds so Japanese.
Doesn't it, though?
Wrestle Kingdom 7, Rondo
the
Blood.
the best wrestler can only enter Wrestle Kingdom, where they will wrestle for eternity.
In the big castle in the sky. Did you say casserole? Castle. Damn it.
So, the show overall was really good. There were several names that people will recognize, including Cody Rhodes made his New Japan Wrestling debut. But the match that stole the night, which you guys got to see a few highlights of,
Oh my god.
was the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It was
People were dying.
the cleaner, Kenny Omega, against Okada.
So, Kenny Omega is supposed to be his real name, and the cleaner is his stage personification?
Yeah. His real name, I think, is Tyson Smith, but
That's a good fucking name.
I know.
Man. Like,
Yeah, I'd take Tyson Smith any day over Matt
that's
Lewis.
not like if you saw a guy named Tyson Smith and somebody named Kenny Omega, who do you think's gonna win a fight?
Fucking Tyson Smith.
Kenny Omega sounds like that asshole that's
Tyson
like,
Smith.
I want to get them real intimidated with my
Yeah.
well,
name.
he took the name Omega from Omega Weapon from Final Fantasy.
Well, he should have stuck with Tyson. Tyson Smith sounds like somebody who actually boxes with bricks around his fists.
Yeah. For a lot of people that don't know who Kenny Omega is, he's been wrestling in the independents for years, and he's really made a name for himself in New Japan. That's actually pretty much where he considers home. Although now there's all this talk about him coming to the WWE.
Well, because he's doing so fucking good. That was damn good. I don't watch wrestling.
He used to
I don't
kind of
watch
be.
wrestling,
He used to
but
kind
that
of
was
be
a good fucking
Yeah.
a
show right
comedic
there.
kind of wrestler. He used to do different types of like video game moves. Like he used to do like a Hadouken and like all this other stuff.
Sadly, though, if he goes to the WWE, they're not going to let him do half that shit.
Oh no, but like his finishing move is the one winged angel.
That's what disappoints
But
me.
their match lasted. It was 56 minutes long, and it felt. It felt like it was so much less than that. Like I was like on the edge of my seat, and I already knew who would won.
Dude,
but just watching the stuff that
it
they
was
did,
insane.
the brutal hits, the strong style,
When
real
he
stiff
just
hits.
Missile dropped onto that table
Yeah.
with him underneath it.
Yeah,
That's too much. He should be dead.
and the dragon suplex from the top rope where their heads just both kind of
They
went.
didn't land that right at all. It's not
See,
good.
I know your wife watches this stuff too, but for some reason, when you talk about it with the passion that you do, I'm picturing you at home, like literally on the edge of your seat, like going nuts, and she's just sitting there like reading the book, like, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Like, look at this! Yeah, great, Japanese guy. Yeah.
She prefers the storylines and the dramatic side and the characters more than the actual competition, which isn't as heavy in the Japanese wrestling style, which is
I'm
more of
surprised about that.
which is more of a strong style, more of a physical style
So I would
than
have
the
expected
theatrical.
that it'd be the
I would have thought it
storylines
would be more
would be really,
theatrical.
really big and good, as opposed to like Mexican wrestling, which is very story driven, but there's a lot of
Mexican wrestling is all about reversals.
I recommend checking out Lucha Underground if you like Mexican wrestling at all. But so their match
watching Cheech and Chong
was is now being considered possibly the greatest wrestling match of all time. Which people are like, no, how could that possibly be? You know, you've got Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. You've got
I didn't see a single big boot drop in that entire match.
1992 Royal Rumble, Madison Square Garden.
No one,
It's your boy Ric Flair.
no one in that match I saw move with the rigged moves of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, Hulk Hogan is made of just stones. He can't move faster than like a quarter mile every 2 hours.
I am
Especially
a
back
real
then.
golem.
Well, everybody's just like, oh, the greatest Hogan match of all time was Hogan against Andre at WrestleMania 3.
Andre carried
Really, that was a boring, slow-paced match until he slammed him at the
So
end.
you mean the match where he scooped them up and then slipped 2 discs in the bottom?
Yeah,
of
that
his
was all that happened in that match. Like, if you're picking a match from that pay-per-view, Steamboat and Savage was better.
The funny thing about that whole match is he scoops him, and he just body slams him, and then that was it. That was like the finisher, and he's just like, yeah, I got him. It's just like Andre is not used to falling, I guess.
People make it seem like he like grabbed him like this and just dropped him, like he chokeslammed him, and it's like, no. That was nowhere near what happened.
It was just like here's my arm going underneath your balls. I'm going to grab onto the back of your trunks. Here's the top part, and then I just go, ugh, real slow like. And then that's enough to win this fucking 600-pound man.
At that point, you could see Hulk Hogan just die inside.
Yeah.
All
It's
his,
like, oh god.
all his bones just crushed into the weight of the...
I'll never rip a t-shirt again.
So, Dave Meltzer is a writer for the Wrestling Observer.
Yeah.
He's been writing and following wrestling for almost 40 years. He has a star rating system, and his highest matches are 5 stars.
Naturally, yeah.
He gave this 6 stars. He
Right now, I am challenging his rating integrity.
Cisco Niebuhr would never give, this gets 3.5 thumbs up.
Like,
nah, it gets...
like, where are the other thumbs coming from? But, well, I guess they got 2 hands.
Out of 5 stars, I give this 20.
Yeah. So...
How can we even trust what he says now?
I know.
He's not... Strike that from the record books.
If he's raising the number of stars, that means it goes up to 10. Egg only got a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just do it out of 10? So you can do some other ridiculous number. I give it 1 billion stars out of 10. Greatest match in the history of matches.
There are very few, if I remember correctly, there are very few matches he's even given 5 stars to. I think, like, a lot of people consider some of Shawn Michaels' matches to be the best ever, and I don't think Dave Meltzer gave any of his matches 5 stars.
I know Shawn Michaels' matches made me feel uncomfortable, like watching them.
Again, from the highlights I saw, it was an exceptionally good match. But again, don't be that guy. It's like, 6 stars out of 5. No, you're being an asshole. Now.
It had flaws to it, but
you know why
he died.
I think why this is going over so well is because we've never seen anything like this. Mm-hmm. We haven't in a long, long time.
Right.
Like, the last time I saw somebody jump off of something high was Shane versus Undertaker, and he slept for 5 minutes after he climbed the ring. So that was, like, the last time I seen anything where somebody flew for, like, 2 seconds. Yeah.
And it's not
he
like
literally crawled up there.
He was officially in a coma.
No, like, he literally crawled to the top and laid there, and then Undertaker's like, well, I'm supposed to be on this table. And he just crawled on the table, and then he laid there. And I swear it was like 5 minutes go by, the announcers be like, oh my god, is he gonna do it? I can't, oh my god, oh my god. And they were just like, is he gonna, did he die up there? Is he gonna jump? And he just kind of goes like, ugh.
Well, that's the thing, like,
He was officially in a coma.
these guys weren't even jumping off cages, and they were getting better reactions than that.
Yeah, he just jumped off the top rope.
So that
I'd like to see what happened if they gave him a cage.
He jumped like 15 feet from the top rope out into the crowd.
They should have gave him a razor wire cage lined with lava and laser sharks. It's Japan. I'm sure they got that shit around there. Fucking little lava pool on the outside.
All the giant robots.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, there's got to be like some
monsters.
kind of. If you get past the laser sharks, there has to be like a Pacific Rim type barrier as well.
Exactly.
And if they can get past that with their one-winged angel destroyers and everything, and then you got to fight the level 5 kaiju.
This is just to get into the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then outside, there's Godzilla. Naturally.
Historically, non-Japanese wrestlers that do really well in Japan are the bigger guys.
I like how you just breezed over my whole thing.
Kenny Omega is not a bigger guy.
I get the feeling it's kind of an anomaly to see, like, an Andre the Giant type wrestler in a Japanese setting.
Do they have a Macho Man looking Japanese wrestler?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
The Great Machismo.
He'd do well there.
That'd be great. Oh yeah.
So I would recommend anybody who. It's actually the match is on YouTube
until it gets pulled down.
Until it gets pulled down. The highlight video got pulled down, but the full match is still on there, which I found interesting.
By the time they hear this, it's going to be like completely obliterated from the internet. You have to go to like an underground website. Yeah, you can find ways. You can find a fucking a window, not a window, a mirror.
Yeah,
and download that bitch.
There's ways. I highly recommend it. I really do. If you've never seen anything beyond the WWE style of wrestling, if you've
which is stagnant at best right now.
If you've ever seen I wouldn't even say ECW. I would say it was more like you kind of mentioned earlier. It's kind of a Mexican style to it. It's like a hybrid. It's the only way I can describe that match.
It was fast-paced and high-flying.
It was fast-paced, high-flying, but they also had submission moments.
Yeah.
And they also had striking moments, like where he was had a hold of his hand, and he was just kneeing him in the ear.
No, dude, when he kicked him, I feel like he legit was kicking him in the fucking head. And I'm not fooled by wrestling at all. You can see when it's not real. Like the knees were obviously it was showmanship, but those kicks looked way too fucking real. I mean, he may have pulled him a bit, but he was definitely hitting him with the bottom of his foot at the side of his head.
Well, there's a Japanese wrestler in the WWE right now in NXT named Shinsuke Nakamura. I talked about him before. His finishing maneuver is the Kinshasa. And it's basically a knee to the face. And that actually dislocated Samoa Joe's jaw at one of the events. Kenny Omega basically gave that move to Okada 4 or 5 times throughout this match. So, the fact that they're doing that, and it's got impact.
He's wearing, legit boots with, knee guards, too. Not knee guards, shin guards. It's not good.
The strong style, the stiff style of wrestling is really getting popular right now, especially in Japan. And it's good. But you gotta wonder, how long of a shelf life do these guys have, so maybe you should enjoy the matches while they're still around.
Not long, I'm sure.
Before you start seeing them actually die on television. All right, well, there you go. Little known area of wrestling that you might get into now.